Hello everybody, and welcome to my very first horror story for my YouTube channel. And by the way, this one's totally fake for all of you people that believe everything. Alright, so here it goes. Okay, so the people who made the first Five Nights at Freddy's building that originally got shut down, they then turned it into a horror attraction for people. It was October 31st. It was October 20th, I mean. So you expect them to make something different by now, after the tragic things that happened near that building. After the murders, the missing children, and the animatronics going wild. You and your friend Michael, go to the horror attraction around 1 p.m. because it was still daylight. Other people were there too, but not many. You heard screams coming from inside the building. It frightened you and your friend Michael as you were outside. You were afraid to go in there, but Jason wasn't. He always acted brave in front of you. But you always thought that he only acted like that so you would be his friend. As you walk in the building, you wonder if all the animatronic things are still there, like the same ones from the old building. So when you enter the building, Michael notices one of the animatronics hanging upside down. It was the fox. But this one looks like more kid-friendly, but he doesn't remember the name. But you remember it as Mangle or Toy Foxy, the one that they tried to make more kid-friendly, but the kids ended up getting their hands on it and destroying it. After that, you ended up walking through it, and you ended up seeing other people too. They ran out of the building for dear God life, screaming. They didn't even say be careful in there or anything. You then wander upon the show stage, where you see three new animatronics. A toy Freddy, a toy Bonnie, and a toy Chica. You remember them from the old building, and after hearing hundreds of stories about them, they always said be careful about the blue bunny. As you sneak in the back room, as where another horror attraction became, you ended up seeing a bloody golden one of Freddy. You jumped. Michael jumped. He was so scared that he almost peed, but luckily he didn't. You were not scared at all because you would expect something like that to happen. So you expected it, so it wasn't really scary at all. As you keep on walking, you end up notice that the golden Freddy disappears. What in the world was that? Michael asked. You jumped and frightened too, thinking that this place was going to be a lot more scary than you think. When you walk back out to the show stage, you notice that one of the animatronics is gone. Michael and you say, oh no, why is it happening now? You all end up saying, do you think that this place is actually not renewed? Now all the animatronics still move and kill? You and Michael were daring on it, but you don't believe in it. After that, you would expect something else shocking to happen. As in, you then notice that the blue bunny that was missing from the show stage appears behind you without his guitar, which is strange. Because on the show stage, it would always have his guitar, so you were kind of frightened by it. You and Michael run in fear up the stairs and through these doors. You would close and lock the doors. It was pitch black in there. Luckily, you had brought a flashlight. When you were in there, you noticed that it was the kitchen. Apparently, the kitchen has never been seen by anyone except for the employees. It was really creepy in there because you never knew what was in there. It smelled awfully strange. But then you notice that something is in the corner. It's like a little box. And then you open it up and see some kind of puppet with a smile. You and Michael scream loudly enough to actually run out of the room to a different room. You end up wandering upon an office with vents and an open door wide open. You end up seeing a monitor of all the cameras that you can see. And now you and Michael are knowing that this place was never renewed and that all the animatronics still kill. Michael then jumps in fear, but you don't. You end up looking at the monitor and noticing that the old Freddy was standing by the girl's bathroom, almost like peeking out. He scares you so much that you actually hide under the table. You actually end up seeing a Freddy Fazbear mask on the table. You were guessing that's where a little worker worked at, or sat at. You know there's blood inside of the mask, so you decide not to put it on or even take it. And somehow, when the lights go out, the lights end up going out. You end up seeing the chickens, the ducker chicken standing there with Chica. And then when the lights come back on, Michael is gone. You don't know what to do. You're all alone. You got so scared that you actually bolted out of the room and actually entered one of the vents on the side of the office. You got some climbing through it and wander upon a statue or an animatronic standing right in front of you. It looks like some kind of boy holding a sign that said balloons. You remember the stories and referred him as Balloon Boy. After that, you knew he was familiar. He didn't do anything to you, he just stood there like a statue. So you didn't do anything to hurt or even interact with him. You just ran right past it. You end up running upon an old animatronic, the old Bonnie, but it doesn't have a face. You think it was kind of strange because why wouldn't it have a face? Would it be destroyed? It was possible that they actually did renew it but destroyed the old ones. Until you see Foxy. Foxy actually said, "I am here to help you." Foxy grabbed you by the hand and started running with you, almost dragging you. And then you notice he drags you to a door, saying exit. He opens the door and tosses you out of the building. But you know Michael is still in there. You run back into the building, but at the first entrance to go and see if Michael is still in there. Later on, when you re-enter the building, you notice the blue bunny, the broken bunny, is there again. But this time, he has a face and eyes. He had green eyes, the color of Michael's. You actually jump in fear, thinking that one of the animatronics got to him and stuffed him inside of the suit. That when you got really frightened and actually ran into one of the back rooms. It was the one where the golden Freddy suit was hidden. After that, you find a light switch and you turn it on. You end up seeing 5 skeletons, small like a child. You then scream in fear, because it was like the skeletons of the 5 dead or missing children. You also see a poster saying, "Don't run, don't touch Freddy, don't yell," and other things. So, now you know that the Golden Freddy animatronic is not in there. You think that somebody had ended up getting in it.
No.
You would think that that's where the children were lured into there and then killed. You ended up seeing the bunny in the room, magically appearing in there. You bolted in fear, yelling for your god's life. After that, you jump out of the room, bolting out of the room. But as you're exiting the building, the broken fox grabs you. The mangled one grabs you. You get pulled back in, but then escape. Everyone saves you, but then you get sucked back in yet again by the broken Chica. from the old restaurant. Oh, tune in for part 2.